Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Saturday night. This is not a trending topic, but I want to address this. A 18-year-old young man, a Twitch streamer who goes by the name Nitro Camden. I'm not sure if he's from Camden, New Jersey, but his mother put hands on him. It looked like at one point she bit him in the face. According to my research, she called police. And she filed for a restraining order. 18 years of age. Keep that in mind. So we're not talking about a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, or even a 17-year-old. 18. To be fair, the young man in the video that I'm going to play, he's got his hands up like he doesn't want no smoke, no problems. He got raided, not by SWAT coming through the door, get on the ground, put your hands behind your back. No. Raided. Someone else, sent a bunch of people to his live. Stable Ronaldo, supposedly, is the person who sent a bunch of, live people to his page. This young man, Nitro Camden, according to my research, has been streaming for years. And this was the first time he got raided. And his mother, who I'm not going to say her name, she came into the room. She's on camera. She seems to be upset with him. I don't know if there's a father in the picture. That I don't know. And I'm not going to go back to when I was coming up because that was a different time. In my time, we did what we were told. However, now you've got social media. Now you've got sons who mothers, not just black mothers, but who mothers are raising them as their boyfriends. They're taking out their frustrations on the sons. The expectation of a son is different in today's day and time, based upon many things. The single mother rate, divorce rate, so on and so forth. You've got mothers who teach their sons how to tongue kiss. You know who I'm talking about. Literally putting her tongue into her son's mouth. That would have been a violation back in my days. You've got sons now going to get weed for the mother. Rolling blunts for the mother. 18-year-old. He seems well-mannered. And as she's putting hands on him, he's just got his hands extended like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. I don't know the full dynamic, but I want you to educate me tonight. Was the mother out of pocket? Was she wrong? Did she violate? Has she been violating? Has she been abusing him mentally? Is he confused about whether he is her son or her lover? Not saying she did anything to him sexually, but, just has she been treating him like he's her boyfriend and she takes out her frustrations on him? Before I get to the video, I just want to say, take notice to a few things before you watch the video. And this, I'm not trying to lead you into a certain direction. She keeps playing with her hair. She's on her phone as she's telling him, get out. Is she filming him? I don't like when parents film their kids. But again, he's 18. I don't like when parents try to exploit their children on social media. Now, if it's for an acting job or something like that, or a little beauty pageant or sports, okay, I get that. But I don't like when parents try to, embarrass their children on social media. I'm really against that. Good afternoon in the live chat. How you guys doing? My show producer is letting you guys wig out in a sense tonight. Show producer Deeds. We'll talk about Deeds later, her role and how she assists this machine. Okay. Also, showrunner guys, the Carmelo Anthony bid for a new trial has been denied. Are you up to speed? Denied. And I want to play some news footage to give you some backstory, some context, not just about Carmelo Anthony and what appears to have been his intention, according to the reports, his intention to stab somebody, anybody. He was talking that talk. But also the Metcalf brothers, not just Austin, but his brother. Racist activity. Oh, yeah, this has all come up now, and this was suppressed during the trial. They just wanted to get to the heart of the matter, and they did. And Carmelo Anthony, I'm going to say it again, who I do think he belongs in the penitentiary, but I think 30 years is excessive. But we're going to get to that again a little bit later, okay? All right, sit tight. Let me play this video. It was a 12-hour stream. I'm not going to play 12 hours. I'm just going to start it right at this particular point where the mother is putting hands on her son. 18 years old. Does that matter?
Move! Go get your stuff. You gotta go. Go. Go get your stuff. Go get your clothes and stuff. Go. Go. And then go. I would hate to have to call the police on you. Go ahead and go. You're done. I'm not playing this game. It's almost midnight. Go. Out of my room. My house. Everything. This is all mine. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out of my house. You're not welcome anymore. Get out.
Get out of my house.
Well, be prepared for the police to come put you out there. So you don't think your stupid ass have to get out. You're 18, dummy. You don't have to live in my house. Great, but I'm letting you know because you're getting out at 6 o'clock tomorrow. When I wake up, you get your ass up and you're getting out. You're not finna keep blatantly disrespecting me. I told you to lay down. This is what you do every other time. You try to act like you don't.
Does she know that they're both live, or maybe she just doesn't care? Prior to what you're seeing right now, he was trying to explain to her, I just got raided. He was thanking people. Is she hating? Oh. Your biggest haters are your family.
Break rules, but you do this every other time. I walk past the room and I'm like, why is the light still on? I'm exercising. Well, you should have been did that. It's bedtime. Lay your ass down.
Why are you saying like that? I'm not a little kid. You don't have to keep saying
okay,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
See me in the bed.
Okay.
I want to lay down.
Okay.
You don't have to keep babying me and lay down.
Okay. Well, we're going to see how much babying is once I help you pack your shit because you're leaving in the morning. Alright, I told you to lay down so you don't have to lay down. Lay down.
Please do not.
Lay down.
Please do not hit me.
Lay down.
Please get my stuff.
Lay down?
Lay down.
I don't get it.
Lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. All I said was, you're not going to keep blatantly disrespecting me and think you stand in this
What does
house.
she even do?
You bring absolutely no value to this house. You barely clean up this room. You only take out the trash when I say that it needs to be taken out. You don't do anything. Literally not. So lay down. It's still better clean. You should have did that hours ago. You've been at home all fucking day. Instead of playing video games. Like a fucking 40-year-old virgin in his mama's basement.
Like a 40-year-old virgin in his mama's basement. Is he a virgin? I don't know. Is she hating? Does she have the right to? Objectively speaking, at 18, maybe it's time to go?
Having a passion for
something. Don't listen.
His 18th birthday was 10 days ago, by the way.
You didn't. If the rule
And Mom.
is to get off at 10, then you get off at 10. and you don't every fucking night.
I'm saying, no, that's not true. Yesterday I did. I got off a little bit.
Clip this and run it up.
I did, and then it wasn't even just that. I said what would happen. You came here 2 times. I said,
Now we need to give this guy a career.
I never had that many people in there. It matters. It's my passion.
To you,
I want to
it
succeed in it. Okay, well then, yeah, it matters to me. So I can succeed. You don't know how long I've been training for one. You don't have to care.
If I tell you to get off at a certain
It's
time,
okay with not caring about me. I fully understand.
I don't care what's in your twisted mind because
Okay,
you're still
so
not
that doesn't
listening.
add up.
It goes off of what I say the rule is. You can't just do what you want to do.
Saying I can,
But you keep doing it. I don't. It's not possible. What are you gonna do?
I have to jump in here, not just because it's always up on Mammy, not just. I'm gonna try and be objective, but he's talking. He's not shouting. He's not barking out, at her. I've seen worse. He's pleading his case, and I'm a little confused because at first she said lay down, as if to say, break yourself, nigga.
So what are you gonna do?
What you mean for the entire year? Keep doing what I've done for 7 years. It's eventually gonna work out.
Okay, so
It's
so
gonna
you
work out.
have it.
I don't
God,
care.
it doesn't work like that. So if you,
If it does, you just have-
so if I tell you to leave in the next 2 months, it's gonna be enough money for you to leave and do all of that.
Fake sleep.
cares about me, so I mean, I don't know. Still haven't finished high school.
Borlock the Destroyer.
I know, because apparently you're gonna make it big.
Oh, I already said I'm not.
So
Just leave.
if I tell you to leave in 2 months, you're gonna have.
Yes, bro, you better leave tomorrow.
That has nothing to do with it. I know in your twisted mind you keep being honest. This has nothing. I'm asking you, what are you gonna do?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Mama, you see,
I don't give a fuck if it was 10 million people. If I tell you to get off,
I'm getting off, but it's. I'm trying to turn up, bro. I just got raided by Ronaldo Marlin. Dude, bro, I don't know. Well, you just heard it here. I'm gonna feel it.
I'm going to open up the floodgate shortly. I just want you to see his demeanor. He's not, he's not bashing her. He's not calling her out of her name to his audience. He's nervous because, again, he never had 10, 15,000 people in his live. Area code 720. Good evening. Are you there?
Stars, Charlie Brown. Thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Charlie Brown, good to hear from you, man. Did you see the video I just played?
Star, I did. And that was extremely disturbing. I'm not even going to lie to you. I can't even laugh at that right there. I mean, there's so many points. There's so much to dump on that one there. So I'm going to keep it quick, and I'm going to throw a couple out there.
Don't make it quick. It's Saturday night. It's always up on Mammy. I am leading the charge on the war on Mammies, but I need to try and be fair and objective, please.
Yeah, that was extreme. So I'll start off here. So it seems like he looks like his daddy, and she hate him. So she's taking it out on the son. I think that's the number one thing with a lot of the sons out here. They remind them of their fathers. So I think, and she did that, and she probably was putting hands on his father during that time period.
Charlie Brown, let me jump in for a second. Now, that's speculation. This is not a court of law, but let's go with what we have. We don't know anything about the so-called father. The father may have been killed. We don't know. She put hands on him. He's 18, streaming. Let's zone in on what we have, please.
Yeah, well, I think she was hating, and on top of it, I think she's hating on him. She don't want him to get no money. She wants him to be in low key. I think she wants to destroy what he got going on, so he can fully depend on her. And for her to sit here and put hands on that boy like that is crazy to me. She needs to be underneath the jail. And that's the problem with a lot of these women out here, and why you don't give these women rights to just have children, because they don't know how to handle or communicate with them. They cannot control the child by themselves. They need to have a father in the home. This lady needs to be under the jail. And on top of that, I don't think black women respect black men, if we want to be truly honest. So I'm going to go all the way there. Black women have a 40% abortion rate, which is the highest in the nation. They don't respect black men. And low key, I think they hate us. They just don't want us to be with nobody else.
To be objective, I'm going to try to be objective. Do you think she's been working with him for 18 years? She carried him in the womb, tried to raise him up to be something. Maybe he's just a bump on a log. Nigga, you sit around here hoping, dreaming, and praying that you become the next I Show Speed. And now you're 18. Now you're focused on Becky with the good hair. You don't even like black women. Do you think? Now I do want you to speculate. Do you think she was watching him from the kitchen and she saw him get raided and pop off and say, "Oh shit, let me get in there. He can't shine without me"?
Absolutely. Yeah, I just said that. She's hating on him. Absolutely. 100%. She's hating on him.
Well, we know she was hating, but do you think she saw him get raided? Now, for those of you who don't know what I mean by raided, it's when another streamer sends people to your live. He never had thousands of people in his live. Do you think she was watching from the next room, watch him do whatever he does, goofing off, the zesty dancing, and she strategically went in there to get on the live so she could get some clout too? That's what I'm asking.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at that right there, she was looking at her phone. It seems like she was watching the chat while she was doing it. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
His live stream. But while she was putting hands on him, like,
this whole ass nigga's lit.
Go live.
I'm
gonna go live on him. Yeah. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna beat you up, and then I'm gonna take your stream. Yeah, absolutely. So we on the same page with this one. Yeah, she was trying to get caught. So I'm gonna go viral. Yeah.
Charlie Brown, are you a father? You a father?
No, sir.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not. Had some unfortunate things that happened. So I'm not yet.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Any thoughts on Carmelo Anthony's bid for a new trial being denied recently? Denied.
Yeah, I was able to catch up on that just a little bit. I didn't get a chance to go deep into it. I heard that they did say, like, he had sent some text messages, like he said he'll stab somebody and lick the blade off the knife and all that. Like, once you bring that to court, it's over, man. Ain't no what you bidding for. You know what I mean? It's a wrap, man. Go ahead and he needs to do his time. He needs to go and sit back and be lucky with what he got. He's lucky he didn't go back to trial because it could have been a harsher punishment. So I think he needs to, take his L and move forward.
Okay. Great to talk to you, man.
You too. Hey, have a good start, yo. Have a good show, sir.
Yes, sir. Charlie Brown tapping in. Phone lines are open shortly. 18-year-old streamer kicked out of his mother's house. I'm going to play another clip a little bit later. And if any of you know this particular world of, your kids streaming, I would imagine you have to be patient. But here's my thoughts before I go to the phone lines. Here's my thoughts. They're in the home, so it's not like they're out and you don't know where they are. They're in the home. They're doing everything in front of the goddamn computer. So to some degree, you have to cut them some slack. Yes, no? I'm just asking. I don't know. Area code 267. Good evening. We're talking about two topics. Are you there? 267?
Yeah, yeah.
We can't do the speakerphone. Please make the adjustments. We can't do that.
Better?
A little better. How are you? Good evening.
Good. Yeah, so as far as good. How you doing? As far as the topic goes, I think it was a little bit of backdooria going on, as Corey Holcomb would say, between the mother.
Let's get him out of here. He's on a speakerphone. Then you quoting Corey Holcomb. I want to know what you think. Salute to Corey Holcomb 5150. What do you think? Sheesh. Area code 860. Saturday evening, are you there? 860.
Yes, I am. Hey, so
is this Sister Bethany?
No,
Sister Bethany.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
How you doing?
So, all right. So you and I grew up in the same era. I mean, modern day socialization for Generation Z is different from us. It's online. It's not physical. I think the discipline was a little disturbing. I mean, if your parents going to discipline you, they're going to pop you, you know. But I don't understand the whole thing with her bending down to his face. That was a little disturbing for me, and I can't read what that was. I don't know if it was a bite or, like you say, a kiss. It's just very disturbing to see that. I understand a parent wants their child to do their chores, clean their room up, do something else, get offline. But that type of discipline, I don't know if it was staged by both of them to get more clicks or whatever, views or whatever, but it just looked very uncomfortable for me.
Sister Bethany, with all due respect, you're a woman of knowledge, and I appreciate your call here. He's 18. Is it time to go, nigga? Nigga, 18.
No, I think he's still a little too young. He's not ready. Where would he go?
Into the streets. Into the streets.
No,
come on.
Exactly.
Sister Bethany, Sister Bethany, please, our generations, we were pushed out of the goddamn nest by 17. Tom, what you're joining the Navy? You're going to military? You college? You got to do something. Get out and do something.
Right. I agree. I mean, they could have put him in Job Corps, to pick up a trade or something. What are your thoughts? I could see her putting him in a trade school or something to get him off of the internet.
Sister Bethany, but
not in the street,
isn't the internet where it's at? I mean, listen, I show speed. Hold on a second. Troll babies, did I show Speed's mother ever put him out? You see, I don't know. But if you don't know, with all due respect, sit back and call back later. I want a parent who knows. Are you a parent? I forget. Grandmother?
Yes, I'm a parent. My daughter's 34.
Okay. You got any grandkids in their teens?
No, my grandsons are twins. They're 11.
Okay. I appreciate you. Let me take some calls.
Thanks.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
No, Sister Bethany. I'm looking at live chat. Did I show Speed's mother ever put him out? And at what age did Speed pop off? Oh, that nigga popped off. Oh, look who's calling to crash out. Are you calling to crash out, white boy?
Oh.
Come on and crash. Hey. Come on and crash. Hey, Rory, you spend Skrilla. For those who don't know, never mind Rory being just a friend of mine. He spends Skrilla. You've been texting me, emailing me for the last couple of days about Carmelo Anthony trying to get a new trial. And here we go.
Oh, yeah.
New trial. Judge denied it. Let's go, white boy.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I wanted him to get a new trial. I wanted a retrial. I wanted everything put on a table, man. I'm not a fan of holding back and hiding evidence. Put everything on the table, man, from both sides. I'm not just saying from Carmelo's side, but from Austin's side too. Put everything on the table and let it roll like that. So that way we don't have to hear, we don't have to be fatigued anymore with the black community over this particular case.
Okay.
I'm really, it is what it is. I think the judge did him a favor because this kid was a psycho. This kid was a goddamn psycho. A black psycho on that. He was a racist. The racism. But when it all comes out, now, when it all comes out, all the smoke, all the evidence, it was the black kid who was the racist, who was starting to talk about shooting up the school. I'm going to stamp somebody, not anybody in particular, just somebody, and lick the blood off my neck.
Did he say white people, or are you just adding a racial component to it? Did he say?
Yeah, I don't care. He killed a white person. What are you talking about? Did he say? It ain't about what he said. Words ain't nothing. Actions speak louder than words.
You said racist. Hold on a second. You accuse him of being a racist. So I'm asking you. Hey. I'm asking you. Did he say I'm gonna kill white people? Where are you getting the racial component from? Come on, let's go.
Well, he actually did kill a white person for no goddamn reason. You know, like, what are we talking about? You know, I'm so sick of this with the black people. And they're like, you know, actually, if you're friends with black people, that doesn't mean you're not, that doesn't mean you're not racist. Yes, it actually does. If I was racist, I wouldn't be friends with any black people. Right. If I was racist, yeah, no.
Well, you and I are friends, and we're both racist.
I'm sick of it.
We're both racist.
For God's sakes. Oh, for God's sakes. You know, did he say he wanted to kill white people? I don't know. Maybe he didn't say he wanted to kill white people, but he actually woke up that morning and killed a goddamn white person for no fucking reason.
Let's go.
So, I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? They did him a favor. His little boogie ass, that racist black ass. They did him a goddamn favor not giving him a retrial. Because if they would have gave him a retrial, yeah, he would have got some real Southern justice. You know? And, yeah.
Hold on a second, folks. We are putting comments on the screen from members and Cash App only. Comments on the screen, members only or Cash App. Thank you so much. Hey, Rory, before we continue, since you brought race into the conversation, and I so appreciate that. You know, there's times when you call black people by the name Tyrone, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know that the name Tyrone is of Irish descent? It's not a black name.
Well, yes, Star. Yeah, I know that. It never was a black name. It never was.
It's always been an Irish name. But you have been using it to try and trick black people into thinking that it's a derogatory name for a black person. It's an old Irish name. I just wanted to point that out. Come on.
Not only an old Irish name, it's one of the oldest. It's one of the oldest Irish names. Right. And I know more than one white guy, Irish American, that their name is Tyrone and they named their son Tyrone. Okay. It comes from Northern Ireland. Yeah. It's actually a county. There's actually a county in Ireland called Tyrone.
Okay.
A whole county.
Huh.
You know? Yeah.
Hold on a second. Area code.
Fighting off of us.
Hold on.
Black people been fighting off
629. Do you want to talk to Rory or can you hold? 629. We're going off the rails tonight. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey there. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, this is Christina from Nashville.
Hey, Christina, do you want to talk with Rory? Me and Rory, or just me? I can put him on hold.
Just you. Thank you.
Hold on a second. Rory, sit tight. I hope you drink and stay there. Sit tight, all right?
Good.
Hey, Christina, how are you? Thank you for your call. What do you want to
I'm great. Big fan of the show. Thank you.
Thank you. What do you want to start?
Oh, Nitro.
Please. Where's he from? I don't know this young man. Nitro Camden. I'm assuming Camden, New Jersey. I don't know.
I don't want to. I thought he was from Camden, but I can't verify that. But I did look at a lot of the live stream today, but I'm not sure. But
okay,
she was calling him Cam, so I'm just assuming it's just his name. I'm not sure where his origin.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
And I'm nervous, so you lead me.
No, take your time. I appreciate the call. Come on, relax. Okay. I need a mother, hopefully a black mother, to explain this. Please, come on.
I'm so sorry. I am not a mother, but I am a black woman raised by a great black woman.
Come on.
So I do agree with, these are my thoughts, but I do agree with something you mentioned earlier. Was this the case of a woman who, sometimes some of these single mothers, and I am not stereotyping all mothers, I want to be clear, but sometimes they do try to treat the oldest kid, which I believe he is, if I'm not mistaken, based on what I saw all day today, as if he is not necessarily a provider, but just have a lot of expectations for him. I wanted to clear up that the young man just turned 18 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And if you had seen the beginning of this live stream,
I did.
I know a lot of people were like, this is a sketch. I don't believe so, because that young man had been streaming for at least 6 years. He had taken a break from that particular platform, came back randomly one night before his senior year. Look, I'm going to get on Twitch. And out of random, that the popular guy picked him. And so if you could have witnessed, because I didn't see it in what you were playing, you could have witnessed the joy, the excitement of him being, he was like, oh, I can't, he was just so excited. And I just think this is a case of a little bit of jealousy. I think she understood over time what he was trying to do and that this was his passion. She didn't want to understand it. She just wanted him to follow her rules, because she specifically came and said, you're too loud. And I wanted you in the bed. When she kept saying lay down, that's what she meant. She said, I need you to just lay down and go to bed. Nobody knew that. But if you watch the whole beginning, which I saw, you just need to do it. It was like, you just need to do what I said. I need you to follow the rules. And he was like, what am I doing wrong? Can I just get 5 minutes? Mom, there's 15,000 people watching. Please remove yourself from the camera. And she refused. And then that's when she started to attack him, bit him in the face.
Can I jump in? I appreciate everything you're saying here. No, you're doing great. So I did watch the earlier part, but I chose to start it at the point where she's, putting hands on him. I want to get right to the bullshit.
Yes.
But,
okay, let's
his t-shirt, his t-shirt, correct me if I'm wrong, said, stay humble. And he was, showing signs of being a humble young man in spite of his mother violating him. Listen, I have given stories where, 12-year-olds pop off, bang, bang on the mother, beating up the grandmother. He was towering over her, and he still had his hands up as if to say, I don't want to do this with you.
Yes.
So let me just say this, and I want you to speak freely.
Okay.
His demeanor seemed like a young man who was very well-mannered, but 18 years of age. Speak to that. 18. Did she have the right to say, hey, enough's enough? Something's got to give. Come on.
I don't think so, because I mean, who am I to say what these parents have a right of? But in this situation specifically, she knew what this was about. She knew how excited he was. It was a moment of celebration. Yes, did he get loud? Yes, was it the evening or whatever her issue was? All those things can be true. But I'm sorry. I just have the sense from what I saw that it was about stealing this young man's joy. She didn't care what it was. She did not care what it was. She was a dream killer, and she is. And I'm going to tell you something else that wasn't shown on the live.
A Debbie Downer.
You later.
A Debbie Downer.
She was a Debbie Downer, because I do believe sometimes some parents there's something wrong. There's something, she is very miserable and unhappy, clearly. But there's something about a child that's young and has all these opportunities, and they see it happen, even if it's someone they birth. There's some issue there where they don't want to see you happy. They want to crush you. And that is the way she was talking to him. And even when she came in and said everything into his mind, that young man had worked and told the people in the interview he had bought a lot of those things in there that she said where he is. But here's what's really important is when he did that interview and all those people were like, are you going to cut her off? Are you going to do this? You know what that young man said? He said, listen, guys, I just want to impact and I want to move on from this. That's when I knew he is exactly what you're saying. He seems to be a really good kid. He wants to move on from it. Okay. She told him on that live, I cleared your savings account. I cleared all the money because you should be paying. You should be working. She also, did you know this? Did you know that she went and unrolled that young man from school because she works at his school? She unrolled him from his senior year.
Hold on a second. I didn't know all this. Hold on now.
Yes.
Supposedly she called the police. Did she get a restraining order?
She did.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, he said that. He verified that. He said, I'm not sure what that's going to do, but he did. He said it twice. He said they came twice, but they didn't see anything wrong. So they was like, he should. I'm paraphrasing now, but he said there's nothing wrong with him going in the morning, because she was trying to put him out that night. He didn't have anywhere to go. Wow. She took his phone. She cleared his account, and she told me, she said, also, I don't know if you saw this part, I'm so happy that I'm done taking care of you, and they're about to give me $14,000 of back child support from your dad. It's just giving miserable.
Stop right there, Christina. Stop right there. Okay, so so you just Thank you for all the information.
I'm sorry.
No. You're doing good. So she brought up child support. So there is a father, but he's not in the home. She mentioned child support.
It didn't appear to be.
Okay.
And the other siblings, let me be clear, other younger siblings. And he also said, I didn't want them involved. He said he didn't want his mom to be, he didn't want his siblings to end up in the system. That is why he didn't want to go any further with it. Do you understand? He said that when they were interviewing him. So just seemed like a good kid that knows what's going on. And he didn't even remember getting bit. They were asking him about it. He said, I didn't know until I watched it back.
He didn't want to throw her under the bus, even though she called police.
Yes.
A cop calling black mammy. Good God.
Knowing what could possibly happen. Knowing what could possibly happen in some instances with the police and black young men. Yeah. Right? You knew that and you called anyway because you don't like these kids. You don't like yourself. So yeah, I just think she's very unhappy and miserable. And she takes it most likely, I don't want to accuse, most likely maybe taking out the kids clearly physically.
Well, listen, I appreciate the call. Thank you for all the intel. It was a 12-hour live. I didn't watch 12 hours, but I did watch.
But there are so many clips on TikTok. Right. That's where I saw all those things. Yeah. But I love you. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Take care. Right. Bye-bye. You too.
What a great call. See that, ladies? I want to hear from you. Yes, I am leading the charge on the war on mammies, but I'm trying to be objective here. 18 years old. Is it time for him to go? Hey, salute to the homie, Kill Mo Lemonade. You got your cash up. Thank you, sir. You're calling in. Kill Mo Lemonade, good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start? Saturday night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to talk about the guy, Austin Metcalf, and the young guy, Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, in regards to Carmelo Anthony, everything that they said, I mean, is out there, it's true. But I think that what I've learned is that I see a lot of conservatives on their channels. They don't discuss, in the light of Carmelo Anthony's exposure of everything that he's done, they don't expose how the guy, Austin Metcalf, was arrested for spray painting.
Anti-Semitic.
He was
anti-Semitic behavior.
Anti-Semitic. Hail Hitler. He spray painted Hail Hitler, and he also spray painted Death to Blacks.
Right.
And it's so funny to me to hear the word black fatigue doesn't need to come up with that, because it's like, wait a minute, everybody's not. You know what I mean? Like, you're not innocent. You're saying Death to Blacks, and his coach was black. Yeah. His coach, the one who said to Austin Metcalf, hold it down, so to speak. He told Austin Metcalf to hold it down. Okay, he didn't have black fatigue for him. Right. So we gotta be careful with this black fatigue throwing it around, because it's so funny because people have black fatigue for who they want to have it for, but you didn't have it for your coach, but you had it for.
Selective. But now hang on a second. I do have another video, a news video I'm going to play where they go into detail of Austin Metcalf and his brother, the things that they did prior to the incident that took place with Carmelo Anthony. But you do know that both sides agreed not to bring that stuff into the trial. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I knew. I found that out. Okay. But
hold on. So the internet had it right before the trial. A lot of people were talking about the alleged, supposed behavior of Austin Metcalf. They had it right. And the judge who was removed, he had knowledge of this. And that's why he should have been removed, because 2 days after the verdict, he came in and did an interview. I found that to be odd. Go ahead, Lance. You're playing Kill Mo Lemonade, please.
Well, it's so funny to me how the internet was right all along about Austin Metcalf. It's like, where did they get this information from? Because they were saying that he was racist, talking about Austin Metcalf. They were saying all these things, and turns out they were right. He was a bully, and both of them was beating on girls. Both of them was beating up girls. So they're both some scumbags to me. But the thing is beating
up girls or defending themselves. I have to be careful for legal reasons. beating them up, or
but the thing, the guy Casey Allison, he only got 10 years for the same thing. It was premeditated. It was in the school bathroom.
Okay.
He was a young white boy in school. Casey Allison. He was in Texas.
I know the trial. I know the trial. Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, he only got 10 years. He pled guilty. He took it to trial. Yeah. It's like, I'm not saying that Carmelo Anthony needs to get 10 years either. But what I'm saying is that it's funny how we have so much black fatigue, but we just override all this other stuff. It doesn't even get no light on it, no shine on it about how people are just getting away with stuff.
All right. Listen, man, I got to take other calls. I appreciate you, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Kill Mo Lemonade. Great caller. Back to you, Rory. Back to Rory.
Yo.
Let's go, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, why is it black fatigue? Who got killed? And who's asking for a new retrial? Who was bringing guns and knives to the high school? They're talking about words. Oh my God! When he was 13 or 14 years old, him and his brother, did some vandalism. Did him and his brother ever kill a black person? How about that? Did Austin Metcalf or his brother ever kill a black person? No. But that other little dirtbag, Carmelo Anthony, he murdered somebody.
Troll babies. Did Rory say Carmelo brought a gun to school? I didn't hear that. Troll babies. What the fuck?
Hey, man, stop real quick.
No. Stay with me. I want you. I want you sipping, talking crazy. Hold on. Stay with me. Troll babies. Did he say a gun to school? Where's your source for Carmelo bringing a gun to school?
Well, I'll send it to you. I'll definitely send it to you. That was in a text message.
Really?
He told his girlfriend. His girlfriend looked in his knapsack for his phone.
Okay.
And when she when she did that, he said that his gun and his knife fell out of his knapsack, and he got in trouble for that. I'm gonna send that to you. That's all.
I think I have a video. Can you stay with me?
This is something I'm making up.
Okay. Hold on. Can you stay with me? Rory is very emotional. I think that's a great thing. Can you stay with
me? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
Everybody hold on. Saturday night. Here's a video that gives more detail with regards to the background of Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf brothers. Let's all take our time. No rush here. Here we go.
Gloves came off in a Collin County courthouse today. Defense attorneys went first, and they shared a disturbing history of violent behavior by Austin Metcalf. And it appears tomorrow is going to be no different. Our JD Miles tonight has a 75-page document that's going to be presented tomorrow, taking a deep look into Carmelo Anthony's past. It remains to be seen how his supporters will react tomorrow, but it was clear that they were pleased with what they heard in court today.
There were chants and cheers outside the Collin County Courthouse this evening when the hearing over whether Carmelo Anthony should get a new trial wrapped up its first day. A day when evidence was presented showing Austin Metcalf's disturbing record of fights, bullying, and racist behavior. Carmelo Anthony was dressed in a suit and tie for this morning's hearing, which began with the defense arguing that efforts by the trial judge and prosecutors to combat threats and deal with disruptions actually prevented Anthony from getting an open and fair trial. But bombshell testimony came this afternoon from Anthony's trial attorney, Mike Howard, about Austin Metcalf's background report that was never presented to the jury. CBS News Texas has also learned new details about Austin Metcalf's background. Metcalf and his brother Hunter were once caught spray painting graffiti, including KKK Kill All Blacks and Heil Hitler, along with the N-word, and were sentenced to 12 months of juvenile probation. Records reveal they reportedly told authorities, "We did some dumb stuff. We did some vandalism." There are several documented instances of Austin using racial slurs in school, and in 2023, Austin was accused of bullying a black student in class. In 2018, while still in elementary school, Austin and his brother were accused of bullying and assaulting a female, which led to his arrest. During an argument in 2024 with another female student, Austin allegedly knocked her to the ground and punched her in the stomach. He was also kicked out of a football game and texted someone later, "I was about to beat the expletive out of those kids." At a previous track meet, when another student alerted Austin that someone not on their team, quote, "behind our bench was talking wild," Austin reportedly replied, "Kill that MF." During the 2023-2024 school year, he received in-school suspension twice. School disciplinary records from April 2022 to May 2024 reveal that Austin reportedly called a teacher the B word and used profanity. He told a school official that he couldn't control it and wasn't aware that it was coming out of his mouth. In 2024, on at least 5 occasions, Austin saw a counselor regarding his anger and rage during a football game. In 2021, he got banned from attending basketball games for a season after yelling profanity at a player. Metcalf also got suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. But the never-before-released details of Anthony's early years in Louisiana.
Wait a minute. Stop right there. Did Metcalfs say they were bringing a gun to school? Rory said it was Carmelo Anthony. Let's run that back for a second.
Suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. But he's a football game. In 2021, he got banned from attending basketball games for a season after yelling profanity at a player. Metcalf also got suspended after he and another student were talking about bringing a gun to school the following day. But the never-before-released details of Anthony's early years in Louisiana up to the day of his arrest for murder are also disturbing. On the day that Carmelo Anthony would fatally stab Austin Metcalf, prosecutors say he sent this text message at 1 a.m., which said, quote, "I'm low-key on the verge," and then emphasized it. Later in the morning, on April 2nd, 2025, and hours before Anthony would kill Metcalf with a knife at a high school track meet, prosecutors say Anthony's girlfriend reported to a Centennial High School staff member that Anthony was engaging in stalking behavior, to include but not limited to driving by her home and refusing to allow her to end their relationship. Also, in the 75-page filing, prosecutors say Anthony had previously been accused of stealing his girlfriend's phone, and in October 2024, wrote a to-do list for his girlfriend about how to deal with, quote, weirdos, which included the line, "Say some slick, like my boyfriend, kill people." There are also text messages where he admits on at least 2 occasions to punching girls in the face. Prosecutors also found text messages from 2021 between Anthony and another student about robbing someone of $300. There are also text messages where Anthony talks about a fight and punching someone so hard he had to stop fighting. In 2023, prosecutors say Anthony told a friend he was going to vandalize someone's house in Austin, saying, quote, "I just feel like it. I got a grudge." In 2021, Anthony told a friend he had been suspended from school for 3 days for fighting, saying, quote,
"Let me jump in there right there." Rory, can you hear me? Rory?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So far, we've got the Metcalfs talking about bringing a gun to school. Can you send me the link that you have? You said Carmelo was talking about bringing a gun. Can you email that to me while I'm playing the rest of this?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, stay there.
They said, "Next time I do some, I get recommended for expulsion." In a text conversation with a friend in 2023, prosecutors have messages from Anthony where he wrote, "I'ma shoot the school up tomorrow with my blick," but later sends messages saying, "I would never actually do that." In a 2024 text thread, prosecutors say Anthony admitted to carrying a firearm, telling a friend before a party that he would have the gun in my pocket. There are other message threads where Anthony also mentions carrying a gun. After numerous suspensions for fighting while attending school in Louisiana, there are messages between Anthony and his girlfriend after he moved to Frisco. In one message thread, she suggests he should sit for a while, and he replied, "Yeah, and punch people, maybe run sometimes. I have to. It's like a priority for me. I like punching people. When I get mad, I see red. When I get mad, I black out. When I get mad, I can't control myself."
Whoa!
Prosecutors also produced messages where Anthony admits to getting high and drinking alcohol, and even talking about selling drugs to get guns. In 2024, prosecutors say
he said, "Sometimes I can't control myself. Black out. Shit."
Anthony even attempted to assault a teacher, saying, "I put my hands and face and everything." Also in 2024, messages obtained by prosecutors suggest Anthony tried to bring a weapon into the State Fair of Texas, asking a friend if the State Fair got metal detectors. When he was told yes, his friend responded, "You got the poker?" "Yeah, I might have to toss it," replied Anthony. Prosecutors say Anthony admitted to stealing a watch and earbuds in separate burglaries in Collin County, and also to bringing a weapon onto a Frisco school campus, saying this about his girlfriend: "She went in my bag to get my computer, and I said no, and she still went in it and grabbed it, and my gun and my knife and some other stuff fell out." There are numerous unreleased photos and videos of Anthony holding firearms and making threats, and authorities found a note on Anthony's phone with a long list of disturbing racial tropes and slurs about blacks, whites, and Hispanics. In one message thread, prosecutors say Anthony wrote, "I hate gay people."
Oh my God! Stop right there, Rory. Are you there, Rory? Was Rory? Did he?
Yo, Sto, you heard that, right?
Yo, I'm watching. He sounds crazy.
She wanted to look through my. Hold on, homie. She wanted to look through my computer. She went into my knapsack, and my gun and my knife fell out. Right?
But did he say, "I'm taking the gun to school"? You said you're taking the gun to school. Did I miss something?
You didn't miss nothing. That all happened in school.
Okay.
This girl went into his knapsack.
Oh, it happened in school. Okay. I stand corrected. Hold on. Stay there. Stay there.
Prosecutors say Anthony repeatedly threatened to murder his girlfriend in text messages, some of them saying, "How many bullets you want coming out of your chest?" and "I'm going to get you," expletive. He also threatened her with a knife in one message and told her in another, "When I stab somebody, I'm going to lick their blood off the blade." Prosecutors and defense attorneys were able to develop these character reports from a combination of school records, police reports, and cell phone extractions. The hearing is expected to end sometime tomorrow. It will resume at 9 a.m. We know that the first defense witness will be the other trial defense attorney, Toby Shook. In McKinney, J.D. Miles, CBS News, Texas.
Lord have mercy. Rory, are you there? Rory.
Yeah, I stand on my square, man.
I see.
From the beginning. From the beginning.
Okay.
Like I said, this kid's a racist. His family are racist. His family are super racist, man. His family hired a spokesperson that has been convicted of crazy things, man.
Well, listen, I want you to speak about Carmelo. Never mind the family, because you and I cannot prove the family's racist. You know, I don't do that on the Star Report. He said about he hates gay people, so that was his text message. He did speak about a gun falling out. So there's
I hope the gay people in jail beat his ass up. I hope the gay people in jail have their way with him. I really do. He hates them. Well, now you living with them. Now you're living with a lot of them, especially down in Texas. You know them brothers down south is zesty as hell. They on that booty time. That's the horror story. The booty bandits and all of that. The big Tyrones, the big black Tyrones. That's down in Texas. That's down below the Mason-Dixon line. Right. They get down like that.
Okay.
Them brothers get down like that.
Hey, listen, I may need you to call back later. Let me take some other calls, man.
Listen, wait, hold on.
Come on.
That woman, oh my God, with the kid, the showrunner.
The mammy. It's my main topic.
That's something nefarious. Something nefarious is happening there. To tell an 18-year-old that you didn't listen to me when I told you lay down. 18 years old? Yeah. Telling a boy to lay down. No, that woman on all type of Christian rock type of time.
Okay.
All type of weird ass vibes going on there, man. Get the hell out of here. Okay. I don't know.
I gotta take other calls. Let's talk later.
Yeah, man.
Right. Salute, white boy Rory. Kid, I got your donation. Thank you so much. We're going to get back to our main topic, and a little bit later, guys, I need to know for certain, Yo Gotti, is that his restaurant in Memphis where they raised the age limit to 30 and you got to show ID to come in? I think it's a restaurant called Privé. Talk about that later. Kid says 27% of U.S. adults have cut off a family member. 67 million people. Boomers and Gen X keep asking why. Nitro Camden stream is the answer. Live berated hit told to get out. Years from now, she'll say she has no idea what happened. That's the mechanism. Well, his mother's not a boomer, and she's not Gen X. She looks like she's in her mid-30s at the most. Yes, no? Anybody want to call in about that? In case you're just now joining me, the stream that I played a part of, 12 hours. And objectively speaking, he finally, got what he was hoping for, and that is to get rated. Thousands of people in his stream. I don't know the full story on Speed. I show Speed. But I know that he was streaming for years. So these guys put in the work. Maybe that type of work by today's standards is something that just is not understood by parents. Or no, maybe they do understand it. And again, maybe my theory about her, watching him get rated and then get lit, maybe she said, oh, no, he about to pop off without me. Hold on a second. Houston, let's get down to business. Saturday night, Houston.
Yeah. Yo, what up, Star? What up, Rory?
Hey,
salute.
Rory left. What's going on, Houston?
Oh, man, I told y'all black man.
Come on.
That woman hated her son because he was more popping and the daddy ain't there. She ran him off.
Okay.
And now she putting him out the house. So they looking at him just like she looked at her daddy. That's why the dad wasn't there, man. These hoes ain't shit, man. I'm just telling you. They have that kind of anger towards their kids. Yeah. For them to don't you think she was putting hands on the dad and he probably had to get away from around her before he did something?
I have no knowledge of that, but this, in my opinion, was not staged. I know people like say, yo, staged. No. She put hands on him, bit him in the face. I don't think she would do that to get clout and then call police. Go ahead.
No, that's black women's anger. I said off the top, black women hate. That's our enemy.
Come on.
Look at the vicious way she went at him. He 18. He trying to get something popping online. Right. She just didn't like it. That's the jealousy because black women hate other black women. So they hate themselves. And then for her to do that to him, he 18, man. He not there doing nothing extra but she did the most. Then they say she called police on him and all that. And I'm like, come on, man.
Call police, yeah.
Man, that's the reason why I don't deal with them. I told y'all these black hoes ain't shit. They influence other bitches to be like them and have that retarded behavior. They sit up and destroy families. They destroy their kids. They destroy themselves. And I'm telling y'all this, and then they use the system to do it. And then what did she do? Started talking about child support and then call the police on her 18-year-old son. That's not a mother. That's a bitch. I'm straight up with it, dog. These black women, they attitude, they doing the most crime possible. They used to doing this type of stuff. They doing the most right now. They taking people out. And then they don't never get in trouble. Now I see that backfiring on them because they've been doing this for over 20 years or more.
Okay.
I can't stand them. I can't stand them at all, man. They destroy black men. And look at a young age. Like, what do you think he's going to be thinking about that?
Yeah. Let me jump in here for a second, Houston. He seemed like such a well-mannered young man to the point where he is going to get past this. I hope that nothing physically happens to him, and I hope he doesn't do any jail time. He'll move out. He'll move on. I'm sure he will forgive her. He seems like that type. And again, on his T-shirt, for those who took notice, it said "Stay humble" on his T-shirt. But as far as the black family structure, for the most part, I know black people are not a monolith. Aren't black people fighting on a couple of different fronts today? So it's It's hard. Can you find any reason to give black women credit for raising a child today by themselves, or do you just only have smoke for the black woman? Houston.
I only got smoke. I don't see no prospering in black women now. They've been ratchet since early 2000s. Man, that is ratchet behavior and it's learned behavior.
I would say since 1994. Since 1994.
Yeah, and then look how worse they done got. These black mammies, they raising mamettes. Like, man, come on now. And then they up, like what she did to that young man. Like, don't you think that's going to play with his mind about dealing with women like that? I'm like, she's a terrorist. And then she called the police on him and then started talking about child support. That bitch ain't shit.
Right.
I'm like, she evil. This is what these black women be doing. And she looking at him like he prospering, like his daddy prospering without her. And she mad. And then the daddy probably told him early, like, your mama keeping me away from you. Right. And you know what I mean? Because they do that. You'll go there to pick up the kid, and then mammy sitting up there, no, the kid don't want to go. Man, that's what they be doing. The police talking about it silver, and then when you be around and the kid get 18, now she can kick him out and talk crazy to him, even though she been doing it the whole time. This is what mammies do. I can't stand them. They need to be locked up, caged, taken out by any means necessary, man. And I'm like, you mad? I'm telling you, man, I can't stand them.
Okay.
Somebody.
Houston, I'm going to take other calls. I appreciate you, man.
Okay, bet.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being a member. Elisa Marie. Mammy's raising mamettes. Yeah, that's what Houston said. Thank you for your comment, darling. Guys, is Blade out there? Blade, are you in the live chat? Blade, I sent you an email earlier. I wanted your opinion on that Nick Fuentes clip. Is Blade in the live chat, guys? 18 years old, he can move. Oh, okay. Hey, Ivy Dreams. Do we have somebody taking the side of the mother? He is 18 years old. He can move with his old nigga dad. Well, I think, I could be wrong. I don't know how the whole getting rated and going viral, world pops off for the younger people today, but he might be on his way to becoming that next nigga. Yes, no? That next nigga. And guys, where's he from? Let me check and see if my show producer, not that we have to know, but his name is Camden. I just assumed Camden, New Jersey. Yes, no? Okay. Deeds says I Show Speed was put out at age 15 by his mom. Damn. Speed, who is bigger than Michael. Well, let me slow down. Whoa. Speed, who in my opinion is bigger than Chris Brown. People always ask, is Chris Brown the new Michael Jackson? In terms of popularity, I would say I Show Speed. He goes through places, and goddamn kids start going crazy. Phone lines are open. Let me play this video about the Memphis restaurant. I don't have confirmation yet, but this, from what I've been told, this is Yo Gotti's restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee. He has now raised the age limit to 30, and you got to show ID. Did he and Angela Simmons get back together, Yo Gotti, or did he lose that? Here we go.
One Memphis restaurant is still requiring you to have an ID even for patrons who are over the age of 21. The restaurant now requires you to be at least 30 years old to enter.
Fox 13's Troyce Grant went to the restaurant on Winchester and has the details.
Being 21 still isn't old enough to get into certain restaurants here in Memphis. Here at Privé, a new sign says you have to be 30 years or older just to get inside.
That's where it need to be right now.
30 and up. That's what a sign reads on a Memphis restaurant, Privé. For more than a decade, it has welcomed people 21 and older. But this week, they're saying after a certain time, only people of ages 30 and up can enter, stating it was a way to, quote, enhance the dining experience. In the past, Fox 13 has covered violent incidents outside the restaurant. One of the more notable ones from 2023, where 2 people were killed during a shooting. Memphis Police Department says in the last year, there have been 13 different incidents reported to them involving that location. It's not been confirmed if the restaurant made their decision based on those incidents. We did reach out to them, but have not heard a response at this time. But people say they have seen violence mostly in the younger crowds there.
Start arguing in there, but when they get outside, that's when it all go down.
The new age rule has sparked a lot of attention on social media. People agreeing with this change, some saying they may need to raise the age to 35 and 40 up. In the state of Tennessee, a private restaurant or bar can usually set an age-based admission policy as long as it's applied consistently. Lakeisha Bennett says it wouldn't be nice to only be surrounded by a bit of an older crowd.
More older crowd are kind of laid back, they're chill, they're not with all the riffraff, so that'll be kind of good, yeah.
So far, the new age restriction is the only rule they've added. The same rules still apply here. No weapons, no firearms, no smoking or vaping inside. If you do decide to come up to the restaurant, make sure to have your valid government ID ready with you. In Memphis, Troy Grant, Fox 13 News.
Troy, stay.
On to open any thoughts? Memphis, Tennessee. If not, we'll keep it pushing. Thank you for becoming members. Tonight, we are letting the live chat rip. Where is my show producer's information, deeds? You know, from time to time, we... Wait a second. Deeds, do I have your information here? Oh, man, I gotta... Okay, here it is. Here it is. Anybody want to cam up? Cam up tonight, Saturday night. Now I will keep it going with my notes. Hold on a second. For those of you who are not familiar with my show producer, if you have been blocked for whatever reason, speak to Deeds. I don't deal with blocking people. I'm not blind, but I don't look into the goddamn live chat like that. Deeds, is the spelling okay? Donate to producer Deeds. There's Deeds Cash App. If you have been blocked, just holler her up for whatever reason. Maybe you tried to fuck up business, okay? All right. Here's another video with regards to Carmelo Anthony's bid being hold on a second, the North Texas judge. I think this is important to get a full understanding before we take either or side. But objectively speaking, I'm going to say it again, I do believe that Carmelo Anthony should be in the penitentiary, but I just think 30 years is excessive. Here we go. One more video about this topic.
We are starting WFAA News at 5 with breaking news. Within the past 90 minutes, a judge denied a motion for a new trial in the Carmelo Anthony appeal. Anthony was convicted in June of stabbing and killing a fellow high school athlete, Austin Metcalf, at a track meet in Frisco last year. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison. WFAA senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez has been covering the story from the very beginning. She is live in our newsroom this evening with the judge's decision. Rebecca?
Teresa, the judge denied the motion after 2 days of testimony focused on 2 major issues raised by Anthony's new attorneys. The defense argued Anthony's constitutional right to a public trial was violated because the original judge did not provide an overflow courtroom and more access to the public. They also argued an informal agreement between prosecutors and Anthony's former attorneys fell apart and affected the decision not to have Anthony testify. Now, the 2 sides have agreed to keeping damaging information about both Anthony and the Metcalf twins away from the jury and focus only on what happened the day Austin Metcalf was stabbed. Anthony's former attorneys testified they had collected allegations involving prior fights and racist incidents involving Austin and Hunter Metcalf, his twin brother. Prosecutors presented school disciplinary records and messages attributed to Anthony involving fighting, weapons, and violent threats and racist comments. The agreement was never put in writing, and the two sides disagreed over whether it protected Anthony from being questioned about his past if he testified. Legal expert Keith Harris says the hearings were emotional because this was the first time the public heard much of this evidence.
And so I know that there's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings right now, and a lot of that is because this is the first time that people heard a lot of this stuff. And maybe it does make a difference in the outcome, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe things are different one way or the other, good or bad for either sides. But I think that that is a lot of the surprise right now, is because there was a lot of stuff that people didn't hear, and maybe they should, maybe they would have if it had been streamed, maybe if there had been more public access, maybe if there were just so many things. And so I think that that's what we kind of have to balance, that's a lot of the emotion behind it as well.
The judge's ruling leaves Anthony's murder conviction in place, but his attorneys can now take their arguments to a higher court. Now, the Collin County District Attorney, Greg Willis, issued this statement: "We respect and expected the court's decision denying the motion for a new trial. The jury's guilty verdict stands, and we remain confident in the process. Every defendant has the right to appeal, and our thoughts and prayers remain with the Metcalf family in the painful wake of last week's hearing." Now, Willis, by the way, was in the courtroom for the entire trial and all of the hearings. Anthony's attorneys have already filed an order to appeal, so this will go to an appellate court, Teresa.
Okay, Rebecca, let's talk about the timeline of that. It will go to an appellate court, but that could take a while, right?
It could take months before it goes to the Fifth Court of Appeals first. And then if that is denied, then it could go to the Court of Criminal Appeals. And if
David D. Cordova, thank you for your comment. Do you want to cam up, David? Come on, cam up, man. Saturday night. I got time tonight. Are you in support of the mother, David D. Cordova, from Today's Religious Talk, who put hands on Nitro Camden?
that's denied, it could go all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. So we're looking at months, possibly years, before we see any kind of resolution of whether or not all of this stands. Teresa.
Right. Rebecca Lopez live for us in our WFAA newsroom. Thank you for all of your coverage over the last few days and months as well.
Phone lines are open. So knowing what we know now, or what has been confirmed, because again, the internet had most of this information months and months and months ago with regards to the Metcalf brothers. They were not the wholesome, white boys that people were trying to make them out to be. Do you think that the strategy was the right strategy from Carmelo Anthony's team? There was no written agreement, but they agreed not to bring certain things in. And having seen some of the text messages that we just saw where he was talking about he hates gays, talking about knives and guns and, blacking out. Do you think that was the best strategy? Hey, Lydia, I got your donation. Thank you so much. And is it Tariq? Tariq, I got your donation. Okay. Well, hey, man, salute to you. And I hope that your family, bounces back, so to speak. Tariq, I'm not going to mention what you said, but he says, have a great stream. Salute to you and your family. Tariq, okay? Sheila, do you want to call in? Sheila from Tower of Love Foundation. You can't group a black woman. Okay, let's go. Come on. Somebody call in here and stand up for the black woman. I'm trying to be objective. 18 years of age, Nitro Camden. I still don't have a confirmation of where he's from. I'm just assuming Camden, New Jersey. Yes, no? Phone lines are open. Black race. Okay. And I don't see Blade. So I had a video that I wanted to play, but I want to get Blade's opinion first this Saturday night. There's my guy, Gangster of Love, and you have your podcast coming soon. Is this a story you have knowledge of, Gangster of Love?
Which one, about the YouTuber?
About family interaction, mothers, and when it gets time to push somebody out of the nest, or if they're doing too much and not listening to, I don't know, rules. I'm trying to get somebody who really knows that world, a parent.
I could comment on it, but I wanted to comment on the Carmelo situation. But
okay.
I will give my 2 cents about the.
Comment on where you want to go. Okay, Carmelo Anthony, the Metcalf brothers. Where do you want to go? Gangs of Love.
So I want to denounce any support that I have for Carmelo after hearing what I've heard. If all those allegations are true, I don't throw my support behind him. And that's not to say I'm advocating for Austin Metcalf either. He's where he belongs.
Okay.
Carmelo was a YN. He's talking about having a gun. He's talking about walking around here with knives and doing all that. What black person would honestly say if they found out that their son was doing that, they would advocate for that?
Okay.
No righteous person would stand behind that. So I'm not saying he deserves 35 years, but he should damn sure be doing 20 years. And I can't even say that it wasn't premeditated after hearing that. Like nobody can stand behind that if you are a righteous person. I just don't believe that. And after hearing that, if I was his parent, I would be super embarrassed, to say the least. I get it. Kids fight, but even when I'm from LA, gangbanging was popping then, but guns didn't come until the crack trade. We was out there fighting. We wasn't out there running around and killing people until after the money came in. But hearing him say all these things about violence and what he wanted to do, he sounded like he had some serious issues going on in his mind. So,
can I respond, Gangs of Love?
Absolutely.
Not to say you're wrong, but niggas in the greater Los Angeles County area have been smoking each other way before the crack epidemic. They were smoking each other over colors. They even made a very famous film about it. Colors. Everybody wasn't selling crack. They were killing each other over heroin, mescaline, LSD, and all sorts of stuff. So let's not act like it didn't happen like that back in the days. But now hold on a second. So you're now taking your support away from Carmelo Anthony based upon the text messages and the things that he was saying via text, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, but now hold on. But now he didn't say I'm going to kill Austin Metcalf. So in reality, he was utilizing social media. And I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying he some type of angel or something like that, but utilizing social media as everybody does. We all talk crazy. Rappers make up stories about drug dealing, making this cig squirt, letting this shotty rip, whacking niggas in the head with the goddamn Draco. It doesn't mean that they're really gonna do it. It's just talk, right?
So I will give you that star, but the only thing is he wasn't putting it in a rap song. Like he's saying these feelings to another person.
You're right.
So I'm thinking, hey, that when you're expressing those feelings to another person, I'm assuming that hey, that's what you really want. Now, yeah, I get it. If he was gonna be a rapper, then I'd be like, hey man, he's rapping. People make up stuff when they rap. They go into character mode, but he was actually living it. And you got to remember, this kid was living in the super affluent suburbs. His parents was living in a $600,000-$700,000 house. So why are you carrying guns? Like he had no need to be at the street, so to speak. He didn't really have a real reason. It'd be different if he was in the slums. Then I could be like, hey man, I see where you're coming from, but he wasn't living like that. He had no need to live like that. So,
can I respond?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I appreciate your call, and you're a father. You're also a husband, so your word has a lot more, weight here than myself. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now, according to research, and Legally Shay and others can correct me if I'm wrong, most defense attorneys don't want to put their clients on the stand because if the jury or the judge takes a disliking to them, then it can work against them. Have you heard about this? Do you know this world?
Yep. I'm not going to let you speak because you could basically blow this whole case based upon what they hear you say.
Right.
Yep, I heard that earlier.
In hindsight now, and if he gets an appeal, I don't know, 5 years from now or a decade from now, do you think that he should take the stand and he should say, well, hey, all that stuff I said to my girlfriend at the time, I'm sure they're not together now, I was just saying that because I liked her. I would say anything to impress her, but it was all bullshit.
So if my daughter was dating that gentleman and he was to say that to her after them breaking up, I'm going to be ready to go in G mode because that's just not something that.
No. Yeah, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. If Carmelo does get an appeal at some point, should he then take the stand and say, yes, I said all that in the text messages. I was just saying things because I liked her. I was trying to impress her. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was all bullshit.
No, I get what you're saying, but if I'm sitting on that jury, I'm not buying it because you are out there literally doing it, Star. It's the difference between I can say I'm gonna do something, but if I actually do it, then I'm putting it into action. So I mean, he was living what he was saying. And I'm going to say this before I land my plane. There was a couple of shots just thrown at me. Rory was mad because Carmelo was taking shots at the gay community. So Rory, I get it. I understand why you're.
Well, hang on a second. Gangs of Love?
On this one.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
It's Saturday night. You want to call the white boy out and you guys speak on the line? Let's jump out the window. You want to call the white boy? Call him out. Call him out.
Yeah, Rory, look out the window. Gangsta Love is standing out here in the meat market, packing district. Call in. Where you at?
Tell him to call in. I'll put you on hold.
Time.
I'll put you on hold. I'm calling.
Put me on hold.
Okay, stay right there. Rory, Gangsta Love wants to have a conversation. Saturday night, goddamn. Let's get it. James, I got your donation. Thank you so much, Star. The Metcalf brothers were horrible people. Yeah, they were running around painting swastikas on buildings and shit like that. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, David D. Cordova wants to cam up. Let's go. Saturday night. And any members? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. What the hell did I just click? Let me slow down. Sheesh. David D. Cordova. Check your email, sir. Check your email. Hey, Janet. Janet, can you call in? Janet said the mother was horrible. Janet and I were emailing earlier. I said that I might take the side of the mother, but then I started thinking, it's a different day and time, different generation. It's, a lot of these mothers are raising these boyfriends or pardon me, their sons as if they're boyfriends. David D. Cordova, today's religious talk. David, how are you, man?
Yo, what's up, Star? What's going on? Saturday night.
Yes, sir. Can you hold on a second?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay, right there. Okay, I want to see if Rory's calling in. Is that one of my favorite people, Olivia, in the queue?
Hey, Star. How are you?
Hey, hold on a second. Let me bring David back in a second. How are you, Olivia? Good to hear from you Saturday night.
Yes, so I want to comment on the mother doing that to her son on stream and the Metcalf murder.
Let's go.
So with the Metcalf murder, this is what I was saying, like the first time I ever called in for the murder, I needed more details. So here we go with more details. And it both seemed like both of these young men had rage in different ways. Have you ever seen The Breakfast Club with Emilio Estevez? You could tell Metcalf was a jock, and his dad seemed like he put a lot of pressure on him to be the best and all of that. That's what I get from him. And then
you're talking about the Breakfast Club movie and not the radio show. the movie.
Yes.
Directed by John Hughes, I think, right? Go ahead.
Yes, from the 80s. Yes,
Come on.
classic. So that's what I see with both with Metcalf. Then when it comes to Carmelo Anthony, he had a lot of rage. Now, did he have a lot of rage for moving in an area where he didn't want to be? Probably. And this is what goes on, I feel like, and I keep saying this, in our Black community, and I'm going to talk about our Black community, we have to talk and check in with our kids more on how they feeling. Because you got to understand, they in high school. When kids are in these adolescents, they go through a lot of different changes, mentally, physically. You know what I mean? So these young men sound like they was both misguided. And if you remember how the dad was, he was just automatically raging. Now that I'm thinking about it, what he was just saying stuff off the wall. Now I see, where he probably got all that from. Because one thing about white people, if they never held accountable, they're gonna keep doing the same thing. And the dad, white people have resources. Okay. So he done did a lot of stuff and got off. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? He never had no consequences. So he kept doing it because it's a thrill, kept messing with people. So I now want to talk about the ladies.
Well, hang on a second. I appreciate everything you've said. And, Carmelo killed somebody, so he belongs in the penitentiary. I stand on that. But the 30-year sentence, that was excessive. Do you think that now, since we have more information and more detail, as you were saying, does your perspective change? Is the sentence too harsh? Because as you said, and as we can see, it seems like both of them were dirtbags, but one dirtbag beat the other dirtbag to the punch.
Yeah.
I beat you. You were gonna pound me out. You were gonna violate me. But I got you first, But 30 years, what do you think? Maybe 10, 15, 20?
I feel 30 years is excessive. I do feel that way. I feel like if he get a retrial, it should be like 10 or 15 years. I'm gonna be honest. But since he a Black man, they gonna hold him to the fort. That's just what they're gonna do. Yeah. And so they need to be, again, they need to be better. We need to be better educated. We need to read more. We need to just do.
Stop it, Olivia. Olivia, you're a very intelligent woman. Stop it. No, nobody's reading more. These kids ain't
I know, but we need to. That's true, but that's what I'm saying. We need to. You know what I mean? Luckily for you, Star, you had a. Luckily for you,
Olivia, I'm old. Olivia, no, I'm old. No, never mind me. They're not gonna read. But let me ask you another question. I appreciate you. Stay with me. Should Carmelo, if he gets a retrial, should he take the stand, knowing what we know now, knowing that he can cry on cue? Remember, he was running away from the murder scene and the cop grabbed him. He started crying. He tried to hurt me. And then he stopped crying. What do you think? Do you think he should take the stand the next time?
No.
I do.
I don't. Why you do?
Well, he can cry on cue. And again, he should say that he said all that stuff to that girl because I liked her. I live in the suburbs. This is not who I am. I was pretending.
Right. Which a lot of people from the suburbs do.
Right.
This is true. You ever see Malibu's Most Wanted? So this is true. This happens a lot. But with Carmelo Anthony, he just, I think he's seen that guy Metcalf do a lot of bullying, just beating up people, a lot of stuff. Then he finally came to him and he was like, I'm not going to take that from you. I'm the wrong one today. Okay. So that's what I think happened in that situation. Now, as far as the mother, I would never have with the streamer. I would never have done that to my son. Never have done that to my son. And I feel like she wanted attention. I feel like she wanted to take his spotlight. Yeah. But it's a lot of mothers out here that's like that. Mm-hmm. And it don't matter if they Black or white or Hispanic. A lot of mothers out here like that. It's just not Black women. Right. It's a lot of mothers and fathers that's deadbeat.
Right.
So, with that woman, she shouldn't have did that to her son, but it was a blessing and a curse. Well, it's a positive and a negative. The negative was she embarrassed him online. The positive is
now he's probably going to be streaming with the biggest streamers in the world. You get what I'm saying? So he's going to get exposed to more people.
If I can say this, Olivia, and I do appreciate your call, I think she embarrassed herself. His demeanor, his way of responding to her was, it showed how much of a young gentleman he is. He had his hands up.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to hit her. He kept backing up. She could have two-pieced him, pow, 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 and he would not have fired back, if you ask me. I think she embarrassed herself. But get land your plane. I appreciate your call.
I feel like we need to support our kids more. Kicking somebody out at 18, like my son just moved out at 23 with his baby mom. They just got their own apartment. But my thing is, I told him they can stay here as long as they want. Because when I started first working, when I was like 20, I worked with a lot of white people. And at that time, they was living, some of them was living with their in-laws' parents to save money to get and they was grown. They was like in their late 20s, early 30s. So I feel like we really need to support our kids more. I talk to Black people about this.
Okay.
I really do.
Thank you for your call, Olivia, and thank you for your support.
Thanks, Star. Bye.
Now. Okay. Guys, that website right there is Legally Shay. Also, in my community section, it's the post section, there's a banner that will take you to Legally Shay's YouTube channel. She's now giving commentary on court cases. She gives great breakdowns, and mind you, Legally Shay does consultations. She can represent you in multiple states. I worked with her. I highly recommend her. She is a great strategist. She does great research. And when it comes to legal matters, civil, criminal, and things like that, reach out to Legally Shay. Again, if you go to the post section, and we're going to have a new banner. Matter of fact, I think I have a new banner for her now. Reach out to Legally Shay. David D. Cordova, sit tight, sit tight. Okay, Gangs of Love, we got to do one at a time.
Yeah.
You call, well, Rory said Gangs of Love's name first, I think. One at a time, Gangs of Love.
Rory said, "What's your star? Chill."
Okay, let him go first. Let him go first.
Ain't nobody mentioned this guy's name.
Gangs of Love, you have
Ladies
the floor.
first. Hey, Rory, you said my name. You said my real government name, which is cool, but I want to call you out on your hypocrisy.
When did I say your name? When did I say?
Okay, one at a time. Let's go. Gangs of Love, one at a time. Let's go.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So I want to call Rory out on his hypocrisy. If you remember back when Daniel Penny killed that black dude on the train, the black dude got on the train and all he was doing was yelling. That's it. He was standing there minding his own business. Then Daniel Penny goes up behind him, puts him in a chokehold, and chokes this man out. Rory got on the Star Report and said, yeah, that's what, the black dude gets. He was doing all this in the past, but now all of a sudden, you don't have that smoke for, you don't have the same opinion when it comes to white folks. You suffer from what's called cognitive dissonance. White people, they'll see what they want to see and believe the facts that they want to see only. But when it comes to the other person, then they don't see it at all. So that's the problem. You got to call out with these white people. Okay. They only see what they want to see instead of just saying, hey, flat out that I'm racist, and they're just racist. Just admit that's what.
Right, let him respond. Let him respond. Rory, you have the floor.
Man, this is why I don't even.
You got to come closer to the phone. Come on. If you guys are going to talk, no speakerphones. Come on. Don't kill the vibe. Let's go.
This guy's a hand job. What do you want me to say to him? We're going to go back and forth. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. He's not. I mean, if he is.
Rory, we can't hear you. Take off the headset. Whatever you're doing, we cannot hear you. Come on. I can't let you kill the vibe. Are you there? Are you ready? Yes, no. If not, I got to go.
What the fuck is that? Fuck. What the hell happened?
Hold on a second, guys.
His boyfriend is beating him.
Listen, I got to get back to the show. What are we doing here? Rory, you fix your headset? What do you got going on the speakerphone? All right, Gangs of Love. We got to do this another time, man. I got to get back to the show.
Oh, all right.
All right, man. All right, call back. There he is, David D. Cordova, Saturday night. How are you, man?
Doing wonderful, Star. I just got home not too long ago from the Kaya Festival.
Oh, right, up in Toronto.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, can you move your camera down a little bit so we can be at the same height? There you go. Okay.
Okay.
David D. Cordova, good to see you. Saturday night, we got two topics on the table. You sent in a comment, I guess, with regards to the mother of the 18-year-old streamer who was kicked out. Police called on him, yes?
Yeah, because one of the callers said that there's no hope for the Black woman. And you got to think before you talk, because if there's no hope for the Black woman, that means there's no hope for the Black man. And if there's no hope for the Black man, then there's no hope for the Black race. So then the race is over. So that would mean you might as well be extinct. So you can't just make a comment like that. There's no hope for the Black woman. So what does that mean? That means that you shouldn't partner with her. So then what? You're gonna, if you seek, not that anything's wrong with seeking women outside the race, but in 2 to 3 generations, you can extinct your race if you really want to, right? So if you're really against the Black woman, then put a plan in motion, be about it, right? Because in 3 generations, 3-4 generations, there could be no Black people. If you really want that, you could be complicit in your own destruction. So people got to think before they talk. You can't say there's no hope for the Black woman. Even if you feel.
Can I respond? Okay. I'm not sure which caller said that. But now I don't think they meant in the literal sense because, again, Dr. Claude Anderson, who laid out the groundwork many, many years ago, decades ago, for foundational Black Americans, he did say in his book, Powernomics, that Black people will become a permanent underclass. He said that. So would that not be something in similar fashion to what whatever caller you're talking about, saying that there's no hope? Permanent underclass.
Well, because those people, they track trends, but just like anything, a trend can be reversed and a trend can go in the opposite direction. So he wasn't wrong for saying that because what he's saying is that Black people are on a trajectory to becoming a permanent underclass.
He said they will be.
Okay, so
definitively. And he compiled data, research. He said definitively. Pardon me. Go ahead.
See, that's the thing, right? I think a lot of people are complicit in their own destruction because they verbalize it and they put it out there. You can present the case, the facts, but do you want it to change? Are you trying to change?
Okay.
Right? It's a lot of self-hatred, even amongst the intellectual. Just because he's a scholar or intellectual, that doesn't mean he couldn't suffer from self-hatred as well.
Okay, good point. Okay, so now with that being said, the video that I played in 12-hour stream, your thoughts on the mother putting hands on the 18-year-old and then sat in his chair as his live was still going. It's almost like she knew that it was her time to shine. What do you say about that?
It looked like some get back to me. It was disgusting, but I do believe that that's not the first time she put hands on him. Because he wasn't surprised in that sense. It's probably an abusive household. He's probably been attacked by his mother before.
Yeah.
So this time she just did it where it hurts. She did it to him live so that there were spectators because she wanted to do it for the people to see.
Yeah.
But
for the clicks.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think about his demeanor and not fighting back, putting his hands up, Do you think, and I can only speculate, I have no proof here. Do you think that she has been tuning him up since he was old enough to wear, to wear underoos, getting him in shape?
100%. That's not the first time. It's probably an abusive household, so he's experienced that. He's probably just shocked that you did this to me on my live stream.
So, babies, do the toddlers still wear underoos, or is that some old shit? Come on, Davey, you have the floor. Come on.
Yeah, no, I want to talk more about that call, man. Like, there's no hope for the black woman.
Come on.
And we need to address this. We need to address this self-hatred and this hatred towards the black woman, because do you not want there to be a black race? Do you want the annihilation of the black race, the extinction of the black race? Do you not want to procreate with black women anymore? Do you want to step outside and just in 3 generations? Is that what you really want? So as I say, people got to be careful what they say. They got to be careful how they talk and what they're really putting out there, because it could manifest if that's what you truly want. Because that means you really don't like being black. You suffer from self-hatred. There's no way you can love yourself as a black man and have hatred towards black women. That's impossible. It's logically, it's incoherent. You cannot love yourself as a black man and have hatred towards a black woman.
Okay, but now listen, I forget which caller made that statement. Do you know which one? I don't. I mean, all I can do is just broad.
No, it was Houston. I love.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, it was Houston.
Well, okay, Houston, do you want to call back in and address David D. Cordova? Well, now listen, Houston has a lot of experience. He's a father, been dealing with the child support, the court system. So now, to be fair, but I want you to speak freely. Black women are not a monolith. There's all different types of quote unquote black women, and foundational black Americans are delineating from, lower tier blacks. So the term black itself doesn't necessarily represent, the upper crust or those who are, people who have high moral standards. Is that fair to say?
No, I definitely agree. It's not a monolith. But once again, if you give up on the women, you give up on the race. You can't have one without the other.
Okay. Maybe some people are okay with it. Maybe Houston's okay with that. Listen, you fuck about the black race. I'm raising kids. I think if Houston wants to call it, I think some of his kids are half Mexican.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Now, Dave, you're not a father. You're not a father.
No. The only person that stands on business is Charleston White, because he said he wanted to have mixed kids. He didn't want to have black children.
David, with all due respect, I like the work that Charleston White has done in the past, but he's a troll now. Are you really going to quote Charleston White as if he's some type of scholar? What are we doing?
No, but just in this regard, because how comes no one will say like, oh, they don't want to be black, or they don't like the black race? They'll never say that. They just attack the black woman.
Well, hold on. Houston, David D. Cordova called you by name. It's Saturday night. Are you there, Houston?
Yeah, I'm here. Salute, David. Hey, you have your opinion, I have mine, but I have my facts of what I dealt with. You can't sit up here and call a black woman and a black bitch is not the same person. Women don't act like that. That's the point. You keep saying black women. That's a black woman that beat up on that young man. To my knowledge, you don't even have a black woman or don't want to deal with them.
No,
and then it's a difference between a black woman and a black bitch. It's a difference between a woman and a bitch, period. Different attitudes. What do you think?
No, I'm just addressing, because you said there's no hope for the black woman. So I just went with that.
Well, David, we got all that. You said it. We got it. But now Houston said he accused you of not having a black woman nor wanting to deal with them. Can you respond to that?
But what do you? I've dated black women in the past. I don't have one now, so I'll work on it.
So why you ain't still dating them?
Because that's in my youth. Like those are in my years as a young man, right? That's just really.
Yeah, you see how they are.
Huh?
So what are you talking about? That's my point. No. Like you dealt with them, so what? So agree with.
Come on, David. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, David.
No, but the conversation's bigger than that, man. I just felt that you were broad stroking and generalizing, and it's just not productive for the race, for the success. Like we cannot demonize the women.
I didn't broad stroke. I said.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Houston. It's Saturday night. I don't give a fuck. Go where you need to go, Houston. Go, you need to go.
Nigga, I did. Hold on, David. First of all, you sitting up here talking about the black woman, but you ain't with one. You won't fuck with them no more. You refuse to deal with them. You probably got a Nigerian that ain't black, but just because she got the goddamn skin color, you don't even deal with them. I don't give a damn if she melanated. You ain't fucking with them. They got the same mentality. And you know that. So I can't stand that black woman, that was a black woman that did that in your eye. Was that not a black bitch? Or is it both? I want to hear you.
So
why you don't deal with them?
So do you have any type of unresolved resentment?
Well, hang on, David. Houston asked you a question. He wants to hear why you, present day, not in your youth, why you don't deal with black women now. Let's have that conversation. It's Saturday night. Let's go.
No, I don't say I don't deal with them. I'm just not in a exclusive relationship right now.
Well, if they so powerful, why you not exclusive with them? See, you sitting up here running that bullshit. I'm like, nigga, you gonna sit up here and prop up the goddamn black woman, but you ain't exclusive with them? Man, fuck out of here with that, dog. You know how these hoes act. Like, come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't be on that goddamn we going back to Africa shit. My nigga, tell the truth. Why you don't deal with them?
No, it's not that I don't. I'm not in a relationship. I haven't found one yet. That's fair.
So you upholding a black woman, and you've been on this earth this long, and you can't find one you can deal with. So how the hell is what I'm talking about irrelevant? I ain't saying you saying it's irrelevant. I'm just saying, why is what I'm saying? I ain't saying everybody deal with it, but on the most part, these bitches ain't shit. They destroy black men. And you know that. That's why you don't fuck with them, is my point.
No, because even if you don't like black women, you should never say it. You should keep it to yourself. Don't air the dirty laundry.
Why not?
Because
why not? These bitches say how these bitches act and say how they don't like black men.
Because they've been culturally programmed. Because that's a program that they've been indoctrinated by the media to devalue and look down on black.
So David, welfare system, when they sold out black fathers, that's the media?
Well, that's systemic, right? So systemic institutionalized racism that lowered the position of the black man socioeconomically to give him less value. That's one aspect. Then you go into the media. There's two tiers to it, to the attack. There's multiple tiers to that brought us in this position, right? To devalue and deface the man. So what I'm saying is that there's a mechanism in place. It's a cultural program through the media. That's why.
Can you guys hold on for a sec? Hold on, Houston. Hold on, David. Hey, Janet, I don't want to leave you on hold. Do you want to join the conversation, or do you want me to put the other guys on hold? Janet, where are you?
Well, I'll stay on hold. Let the fellas talk.
Okay, sit tight. Okay.
Like a true black woman should. See, that's how black women act. Stay out of it when men talk. See, what about that, David?
The thing is, right? Let's say you're right. Even if you were right, I would never admit it. And no one should admit it, because we have to cover our mess. We can't air our dirty laundry for the world to see, because what's at stake is future generations. There's no other race that talks bad about their women the way we do. You'll never hear another race person down their women the way we do in that regard publicly, because it's
nigga. Do you hear how these women be talking about us, nigga? Like, what is wrong with you, nigga? You not with them because of this, man. I don't want to hear this shit. Like, man, you bullshitting right now, dog. You not with them because these bitches talk down on black fathers all the time. Daily, telling us how a nigga ain't shit. I'm taking them to child support. You ain't seeing your goddamn kids. All this shit on goddamn YouTube. You ain't telling these black bitches to sit up here and keep that shit to themselves. No, why is it on a black man to do it after they done did everything possible? Like, why are you taking up for that and you don't even fuck with it?
No, because man is God, and man has to reverse this curse, is what I call it. It's up to us to reverse the damage. Didn't you see how I attacked Young Miami's song "Spend That"? How I attacked this corrosive culture? Because I'm telling
yeah, I understand that, but you're attacking one ratchet bitch. I'm talking about these hoes as a whole. A woman ain't a bitch.
Houston standing 10 toes down.
Because she's got
a woman ain't a bitch and a bitch ain't a woman. Ain't no woman gonna be doing that, but a woman still got a little bitch in her.
Well,
you
hey,
pissed off.
As long as you're making that distinction and you're differentiating between the two, then I have no issue. But what I'm saying, what's at stake is
I've been making that distinction.
Well, no,
man, because you ain't with them. I know that part. I ain't with them. You ain't with them. So what we talking about?
As soon as I find one, I'll let you know. If I can find one, I'm still looking.
Okay. All right. I think you guys have flushed it out. Houston, I thank you.
Hey, I fuck with David though, but I have to tell him about that, man. You know what I mean?
Well, he called you out. I appreciate you calling back in. Salute.
Yeah, I fuck with David. Salute, man.
Okay.
Already.
Hold on, David. Hold on. One at a time. Okay, David, do you want to I got Janet on hold. I don't want to keep her on hold too long. Do you want to address another topic, David, or are you good?
I just want to clarify my point that like what's at stake is the future generations, right? So if we talk bad,
I think we got that. You guys hashed it out. We're good. We're good.
But I'm good. That's it.
What about Carmelo Anthony? The bid for a new trial denied. You don't care, right? You're up in Canada.
Nah, I don't know too much about that situation.
Tell us about the big festival up in Toronto that you went to.
Well, there was a lightning advisory, so it almost got canceled. It was paused for a long time. We had to wait out in tents, so that was a huge setback. But I'll be honest, I left early.
But what was the name of it? I don't know. What's the name of it?
It's called the Kaya Festival, Kaya. So it's
what is that?
It's put on by the Marley family.
Okay.
But they have like a whole bunch of acts. Smoke Dizza was there from Harlem. He was on stage. He rocked it, and a couple different local artists came through. And I missed Busta Rhymes. I'm upset. I didn't wait long enough because I had to take off early.
Well, hold on. So now, was this some type of spiritual retreat, or just the celebration of the flesh, some type of hedonistic event? What was it?
It's just like a reggae concert. That's all. It's just a reggae concert put on by the Marley family. That's it. Right. And his first time in Toronto. It's usually in Miami and other places. So we just got it this time. But the food was great. That's all I got to say.
Great to talk to you, David. Salute.
Awesome. Love it. Peace out. One.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good man, David D. Cordova, tapping him. Hey, Janet. Thank you for your assistance earlier with the research that you sent me. Saturday night. Where do you want to start, Janet?
Well, let's start with Nitro.
Come on.
And his mom's.
Come on.
Well, the reason I'm calling is because I'm not taking up for his mother. What I think she done was horrible. Okay. And I think that she needs to be arrested and she needs some therapy, first of all.
Come on.
So the main point is, as a single mother, Nitro's from St. Louis. I sent you that piece of paper.
Thank you.
So
not Camden, New Jersey. Not Camden, New Jersey.
No.
Okay. No. I didn't know.
So anyway, as a single mother myself, that because I had to take on family responsibilities, went through the court, took all the paperwork, and raised the kids and everything. It is hard when you have a single working mother that lives in a ghetto area, and you see what's going on. And they say that one of the callers say that she worked in the school, so it's hard to see. And parents, when you're born, they have this layout plan for you. My child gonna be the best, and they raise you to do that. And then when the child go in a different direction that seems like it's negative, you get scared. And when you get scared and you start to fight, and then you don't want to fight. because you don't want to keep that abusive cycle going on. All right, because I felt that I was abused by my mother once my father died, and then when it was to chastise my child, I thought I was being a little heavy-handed. So what I did is, he was part of the police explorers. I would call them so I wouldn't lay hands on him. I took him to different doctors, psychiatrists, and everything to make sure that I wasn't putting him in a place that I was as a child.
Okay.
Because I always wanted him to be free mentally. And today, my son would say whatever's on his mind to whoever, and he'll say he has manners. You know what I'm saying? He goes to he does the church drives. He works every day. You know, he goes to the gym every day. He does everything he's supposed to do. You know, but you got to let him be him. And I think that his mother, Nitro mother, was scared because he'd been doing this for a long time and wasn't getting anywhere with it. And she probably really didn't understand the concept of what he was doing. You know, and so it frightened her that he was going to be 30, 40 years old in the house still playing with the game.
Okay.
I would think she was more frightened. That was,
if I can respond.
That was fear.
If I can respond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the full details of you raising, your kids, but I find you to be a quality person. Great career, and you have standards and things like that. But this particular situation that we were able to see into, I don't believe it was staged.
Mm-hmm.
His mother was acting as if, in my opinion, he was her boyfriend. That weird paradox, if you will, with regards to today's generation and the generations from maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's almost like the mother and the son are roommates. And I'm trying not to critique the mother physically, but at the same time, I do judge people. I most certainly do. If you got tramp stamps on your body, if you're constantly playing in your fucking wig, you're vanity driven. If you're, you're in a situation or talking to somebody and you're on the fucking phone, you're desert thirsty, in my opinion, for some type of attention. Did you notice her on the goddamn phone with her nasty long acrylic nails as she's talking to him, knowing the camera's on? Did you peep that?
Yes, I seen that, but I called because.
Well, hang on a second. I just want to finish. But in spite of all that, he still didn't put hands on her. He didn't put his finger in her face. So I just, I tend to think that she embarrassed herself. Now, when I emailed you earlier, when you and I emailed, I said, at first I was kind of like ride with her, but then again, I can't use the old way that I was raised, that old shit. It was different then. You did what your parents said. If you were told to take out the trash, you do it, or else you gotta get your shit and get up out of here. But now that goddamn social media, it's a drug. It's a drug. And I really think, I have no proof, I really think she was in the next room or somewhere watching him. And when he started getting raided, that's when he got up in the bed, started dancing, doing all that zesty shit. And then here she comes into the room. I think she was watching him on her phone. So I say all that to say she knew just what was going on. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? You may be right. And sometimes I think maybe she was watching him. And when that happened, maybe she got more frightened. Because my whole thing is, when you get so much.
Why are you using the word frightened?
Okay, so.
No, I'm just asking.
That's all I wanted to say. I'll call back later. Did
I say something wrong? I've just asked, why is she using the word frightened? I'm frightened. Frightened. Area code 510. Late night. Good evening. Are you there? We're talking about a few topics. 510.
Hey, Star, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila. Good to hear from you. What's going on, girl?
Just hiking presently.
Okay.
Doing our hike. Yeah, we get out here at dark quite often.
Tower of Love Foundation. I'm going to look for your showrunner information whilst we're talking. Where do you want to start, Sheila?
No, I was just responding to the comment I made earlier, is that you can't group all women the same.
Come on.
You know, whether they're black or whatever race they are, the character of a person is matched by whatever race you are.
Okay.
I mean, you can behave in the same way no matter what race you are. So I just think that, you know, if we're not behaving in a way that we're supposed to be behaving, I mean, it just adds salt to the wound to constantly devalue women. You know, we should be praying for them, trying to uplift them. And like Cordova said, you know, we got to think about the next generation. Excuse me, I'm kind of out of breath because I just got to the top of the hill. But
take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, we really just have to think about our future generation and speak in ways that'll uplift them. If they're doing things they're not supposed to be doing, try to help them instead of devaluing them.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You know, 40, 50 years ago, what you just said would have had legs to it. The term black now does not mean what it meant 50, 60, 70 years ago. Delineation is a beautiful thing because you have to know who wants to be, quote unquote, of the upper class, who is proud to be ignorant. And you can't say that, oh, well, we gotta do better. What is all that we shit? Every brother ain't a brother. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. We're someplace different now. So if you're talking about Houston, I mean, you may not like his approach or execution. I think he's right on point. Some of these nasty heifers have to be called out. And I'm not calling Nitro Camden's mother a nasty heifer, but I truly believe she watched him pop off and then she decided to come in when he got raided. He was so humble, thanking people, and it just, the joy on his face. I think that she said, oh, hell no, I'm going to spoil it for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think whatever race you are, if you're not doing good, we need to just try to find another way instead of further devaluing the person, whether they're black, white, whatever. I'm standing in the sense of, you know, the younger generation.
Okay.
I mean, thankfully, I was raised in a household with both my mother and father, and I'm really who I am because of my father and the values he instilled into me.
And how many years ago was that, Sheila? Respectfully, how many years ago was that?
I'm 50.
Those were the dark ages. But go ahead and land your plane. I appreciate you.
I understand. I just have a child, and you know my ongoing push is for the schools and our youth. So just find ways to uplift and just try to redirect these negative behaviors because they're going to happen. I mean, we're in that age, especially through the music, through the arts, and it's a lot of negativity. But, you know, we're pushing forward with positivity and just trying to redirect our youth in another way. You know, point out what's going on and just try to help them to just not have that type of behavior. So, and yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, all black women aren't the same. You can't group us all in the same boat.
Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'll let you speak. Yeah, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's an old saying from the 70s. So some of you know that. Let me look in the live chat. That's an old saying. Hey, Evelyn, I got your donation. Were you in the queue? Did I miss your call, Evelyn? I may have missed her call. Thank you to Janet again. You know, I don't know what happened. Janet, I just asked her about the word frightened, and she said, I'm out of here. And that's all right, you know. Hey, Penelope, nice to hear from you, darling. Okay, someone sent me a screenshot. I don't know who are you? Someone sent me something about we got. And we got who? Who do we got? Who do we got? I don't know. Somebody says we got him. I can't see what you're talking about. Okay. We passed the 2-hour mark, guys. Do you mind if I take my break? Well, actually, wait a minute. Maybe he fixed his phone. Okay, you're back. Is your phone working, Rory?
Yo, what's going on?
Sounds much better. Much better.
You know, Star, I prefer if I don't talk to that guy. I'll be honest with you.
Who's that?
Because this guy gets Terrell Honeybuns.
Okay.
You know, if he wants to pull up on a white boy, he knows where I'm at. You know? But I prefer not to talk to him.
Okay.
Because, I'll be honest with you, I don't make threats online or anything, but when I see this guy, I'm really going to settle up my business with this guy. I'm going to make an example out of him. And, he's a fucking hand job. And if anything he says on the show is like retarded, let me just say this: be careful who you fucking who you threaten. Who you threaten? Be careful who you threaten. I'm not gonna go looking for this guy because I don't go to nigger neighborhoods in different states. But if he ever steps foot in the island of Manhattan, he's gonna have an issue, man. He's gonna have a real issue. That's a fact.
Take your time. It's Saturday night. Take your time, man. I'm not in a rush.
No, I'm all right. I'm cool with that. I don't need to go like sideways or anything. But this guy is like out of control with his goddamn mouth. If he wants to call back in, he can call back in. I heard his wife is halfway. I heard his wife is
easy. Easy.
You know, like where we going, man?
Let's leave the wife and
talking,
kids.
Oh, this FBA, you don't like white people and stuff. You know, you're over here procreating. I'm serious. Like I'm like really tempted to actually take a trip to go see this guy.
Easy.
Instead of him with all this, I'm really tempted to just like actually put it on a card. I'm actually gonna put it on a fucking visa and go see him and see what time it's like. Have you talking all this for so long, and instead of you coming to see me, and like, I swear to God, where is he at? Because I go to Houston Airport. It's not the first time I slapped a black off of some fucking retard like him. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not the first.
Saturday night crash out. Let's go. Gangsta Lover, you're calling back.
Gas leaking. I swear, I'm about to punch him in his. I hope he's FBA all day with big nostrils, because I'm gonna punch him right in his fucking nigger nostrils. I'm so sick of this guy. You know the text messages and the stuff that he says. I delete his number. I block his number. All of a sudden, he gets a new number. All of a sudden, this guy is a professional fucking nigger troll. How about that? He's a professional fucking smelly nigger troll. I'm sorry for all the people listening to this, but I don't like this guy. He's a smelly nigger fucking troll. He fucking did his family.
You forgot Porch Monkey and Spear Chucker.
All of his ancestors smell like shit. I'm sorry to the people listening, but I don't like this. This is a personal thing. It's not towards all the brothers and sisters in the live chat. This is towards this fucking nigger that I don't like. Me and him don't like each other, and I'm gonna fucking kick this fucking nigger dead in his fucking mouth. If I ever...
Folks, I need you to hit the Cash App because I will not be able to monetize this show tonight. I need you to hit the Cash App. Now, hold on.
I'm on some white power shit.
I know. Stay there. Stay there. Hold on a second. Hold on. Gangs of Love, you there? Sit tight. Gangs of Love.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, stay there. Evelyn, I so appreciate you. I'm just gonna. Evelyn, are you there? Can you hold? Evelyn?
Yeah.
Can you hold?
Yes, I hold.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Gangs of Love, you have the floor. It's one at a time. It's one at a time.
Yeah, all your fucking punk black ass ever did was threaten a brother or threaten a white boy.
Let him talk, Rory.
And like you always
Rory, let him talk. Gangs of Love, you have the floor. Come on, let's pick up the pace. You have the floor. Gangs of Love.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, yo, show baby, this is what happens when you show these punk ass white boys. They can't take it because they know the Gangs of Love. When I get the calling, come on, man, let me talk, bro.
Come on.
Hey, this is what happens when you show these punk ass white boys and you get under their skin. They start chimping out. You know, oh, he's just talking, and now you want to kill him. Now he want to get a flight to come down here to get his ass beat and put on YouTube and make me a YouTube sensation. You got my address, you got my phone number, and listen, I live 20 minutes from the airport, and I got plenty of back streets we can go down. So the day you want to come down, bring your brother and bring some boxing gloves, because I don't want these hands of steel, NyQuil and DayQuil. I'm gonna let you feel both of them, Rory. You ain't got no teeth for me to knock out. So whenever you ready, you got my personal number, bro. I'm ready. Any day of the week. I run 3 miles a day, my nigga. Man, listen, I can beat these 20-year-old niggas up. So any day you want to come down, hit the 213 phone number and let me know when you at the airport. I'll be like, hey, I'll drop you the pin any day of the week. But this is what happens when you get in. This is what happens when you get in the ring with a troll. You can't take it. You're under pressure. You're showing who you really are, pussy ass white boy.
All right, stay there.
I get it.
All right, hold on, one at a time. Rory, are you responding? You have the floor. The show's gone left.
Man, this bitch ass nigga talking about boxing gloves. Yeah, you ain't never had no real beef in your goddamn life. Talking about I'm gonna come ride around. I'm gonna come take a flight out and bring some boxing gloves. You know, I'm waiting on you, man. I'm waiting on you. Not only did you dox me, not only did you dox me, Rory, when you come out here with some boxing gloves.
Rob Lowe, thank you for being a member. Thank you for your comments. No, Rob Lowe, this isn't corny. This is premium black news on a Saturday night.
You're a sucker, man. And you know what? You a sucker, and you a LA sucker, and you a LA cop sucker. That's what the fuck you are. You such a phony ass black. That's what I say. Half these black dudes is soft as shit in this whole country. I gotta let this the World Wide Web. We on the Star Report. This so everybody in the whole world gonna hear this. I gotta let the world know this. Half these black dudes. No more than half these black dudes in this fucking country, they suckers, man. They are pussies. They got about a minute of feminine energy in them, and then when you get into
hold on a second. Peace, left-handed. Can you hold it, or you trying to get in on the action? Left-handed. Peace.
Peace. Is this the Rory victim hotline?
Well, do you want to?
What are we doing?
Well, you tell me right now. Him and Gangs of Love going at it. You want to hold? You want to get it? What's going on?
This is another fat slobby nigga that never pulled up. This is another fat slobby nigga that never pulled up. Yeah, but you calling it for what? Yeah, right. You asked me to pull up in front of the police. You asked me to pull up in front of the police department. You another gusher eating. Yeah, go eat your gushers, you fat ass nigga. Go eat your gushers.
Check this out.
None of you guys would ever pull up on a real white boy. You would never pull up in a whole life on a real white boy from New York City in your whole life. You know that. I would toss your ass around like it's nothing. And you know that. If you saw me on the train, you would get off the goddamn fucking train. That's a fact.
Are you drunk?
That's a fucking fact.
Bro?
You would look me right in my face.
Drunk?
You would look me right in my face.
Drunk.
Yeah, right. You would get off the motherfucking train.
You gotta be drunk.
That's what you would do.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You got left-handed. Hold on. Left-handed.
You never pulled up.
All right, left-handed. Can you hear me, guys? Left-handed. Sit tight. Let Gangs of Love and Rory finish up. Right. Okay. All right. Rory. Gangs of Love, I want you to land your plane because I got to bring Evelyn in, and then left-handed. Gangs of Love, you have the floor, sir.
Man, I'll crack both of these niggas.
Your name is Gangs of Love.
Come on, you have the floor.
Gangsta lovers landing the plane 777. Rory, get your funky white ass on a plane and come down here and see me. Hey, 6'3", 210 pounds, nigga. I'm ready for you, bro. Get your weight up.
Okay.
Get your weight up with your hate up. This is how we do in LA, boy.
Yes, sir.
Holla at me. I'm out.
Okay, salute. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on a second. I got to make sure I don't leave Evelyn on hold because...
This how we do it.
Hold on. Evelyn, I'm so sorry to leave you on the hold, but, you know, these guys have had this pent up for a while. How are you, Evelyn? Good evening. Good evening.
I'm all right. Go ahead on and let left-handed and Rory finish, and then I'll wait.
Well, no. Listen, I want to hear from you. I want your opinion. Did you see that video that I played with the 18-year-old the streamer?
Yes.
The streamer.
Yes, and
the mother
and the mother.
She bit him, or she stuck her tongue down his throat. Whoa!
The mother is out of line from what I've seen on from the video. Now I don't know what she is every day in her daily life or the years that she's had to raise him, but that right there was out of line. You are supposed to try to big up your kids in anything that they're doing positive. The boy is not doing nothing that's not positive. Matter of fact, that could be, a job for him. That could, he could be making money off of that. Some people is just not for college or getting on a job that it has to do with, manual labor and stuff like that. It's just not for him. And a lot of the young people, they're making money just being a gamer. Matter of fact, they're making thousands of dollars being gamers, doing tournaments and all kind of stuff. So, she didn't even stop to think what really is going on with this. Even though it was a different era or whatever, my parents, I took piano lessons, dancing lessons, anything I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? They was with it. Even if they knew that I wasn't going to be that, or, I was going to get tired of it sooner or later, they still was with it from the beginning.
Can I jump in, Evelyn?
I'm the one. Huh?
Can I jump in? I have no proof, and I'm not saying this to be malicious to the mother. And you're right. Our generation, our parents were supportive. My mother bought me a bass guitar when I wanted to play the bass guitar. I think I was maybe 11 years old. They got me a set of drums and had a trumpet, all sorts of stuff. I think that the mother was in the next room watching him because he started thanking everybody, and then he started dancing. And I think she saw that, and that's why she went into the room and said, "Get off the stream." I think she was the
algorithm makes you money when you're dancing, moving around.
Yes, I'm saying that she saw dollar signs and she couldn't help herself. Get off the stream. But ultimately, she wanted to get on the stream. Did you see her sitting in his chair? He's over there packing. She's sitting in his chair as the stream is going. 15,000
And that's so stupid. That was so stupid. I mean, I hate to talk about black women because, I am a black woman. But that really was very stupid.
Okay.
I don't like to talk about black people. I don't, I'm on code, because for one thing, it could be the worstest of the white people. I don't give a damn. They're not going to say nothing about it. No. So I hate to down her like that, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support on a Saturday night. Be safe. We'll talk soon.
Okay, I did want to say something about Metcalf and but you probably have another show about it.
Yeah, I will. But right now, left-handed and Rory need to crash out. They got to get it off their chest. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right, that was Evelyn. Okay. Peace. Left-handed.
I'm tired of
Rory.
these conscious. I'm tired of these conscious rappers, man.
Your phone's going in and out, Rory.
Conscious rapper.
Rory, fix your phone.
No, this guy's a conscious rapper, man.
Fix your phone.
This guy's a peace, love, and unity and having
Rory,
fun.
Rory, fix your phone. Fix your phone. Fix your phone.
Yeah, I'll fix my phone.
Left-handed, you there?
Yeah, I'm right here, yo.
Let's pick up the pace.
Hey, yo, Rory, I don't know, man, if you drunk or what, man. You hyperventilating for no reason. You're doing all this pontificating, selling wolf tickets. Your dentures are coming loose. Hair standing up on edge for no reason. All this because you scared of me, dog. Your worst fear is me running up on you somewhere on the block, man.
Man, your worst fear is a flight of stairs. Your worst fear is a flight of stairs with your fat, pre-diabetic black ass.
All right.
That's what your worst fear. Your worst fear is the project elevator going down. That's your worst fear. Your worst fear is the project elevator not working, and your pre-diabetic fat black ass gotta walk 5 flights up. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody worst fear. That's your kryptonite. That's your kryptonite, baby boy. Ain't nobody worried about you. You a conscious rapper. You come from the era of peace, love, and unity and having fun. You know? Only thing you could teach me is how to do the Running Man and the Worm. You don't come from my era. You old ass fat nigga from Brooklyn. You don't come from my goddamn era. You is not. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't never even been to the Tombs, left-handed. You ain't never even been to the Tombs. You ain't never been to Rikers Island, none of that. Stop that. You's a conscious rapper, man. You's a peace-loving unity and having fun.
And that's good for me.
Yes. Yes, you the one you walked around with the African medallion on your chest. You walked around with the African medallion, talking about everybody's my brother, Black Power. Black Power, you never been to jail. Your punk ass never been to jail, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck. Don't even come at me like that. Don't even come at me like that, man.
That's the best you can do, yo? Because I've never been to jail.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit.
That's the best you can do is I've never been to jail.
This cat is like, Chubb Rock's ghostwriter. That's what, he all about having fun. He all about his whole life all about. He want to call it a story report story. Try to fucking make threats against a real white boy. You want to call it try to make threats against you Chubb Rock ghostwriter, man. You a backup dancer for Chubb Rock. That's what you are. You from Brooklyn. You a backup dancer for Chubb Rock. Just the two of us. That's you. That's the furthest you ever took it, man. You's a conscious rapper. So I've already told you, man. Stay in your lane, left-handed.
Hey, yo,
I hit you over the head with a can of yam.
Yo,
I swear to God, I hit you over the back of your head.
Do you talk this crazy to your dentist?
Yeah.
Do you talk this crazy to your dentist?
Yeah, man. No, it's real life over here. Real life over here. Not like you. Unlike you. You never pulled up. That's another. You another black guy that never pulled up. You might as well. You might as well. Shack up with Gangsta Love. You might as well shack up with Gangsta Love.
Came to the parade.
You
another white boy that never pulled up.
Right.
You another white boy that never pulled up.
I only go to one parade. That's the St. Patrick's Day parade. That's the only parade I go to.
You ain't even going in. I don't believe you.
Yeah, that's the only parade I go to.
I believe
you
nothing
think I be
you say.
caught
You get up here perpetrating the fraud. You get up here capping. You get up here lying.
You think I be caught dead with a bunch of conscious rapping niggas like you?
And think that
you think I be caught dead downtown? Yeah, right.
It's not funny.
You think I be caught dead in that Gorillas in the Mist Fest? It was free.
No,
the event was free.
Just like you won't get caught dead at the orthodontist. Just like you won't get caught dead at the orthodontist. Word up. You ain't got nothing for me, B.
I know.
Hey, yo, Star, man,
you wouldn't meet me outside the. You wouldn't meet me outside the orthodontist office, though. You would not meet me outside the orthodontist office. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You blame it on Gusher. You blame it on Gusher. That's what you blame it on. You blame it on the bad knee. You blame it on the bad knee. Your fat black ass is blaming on your bad knee. I couldn't make it that day. My diabetes was acting up. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I
Where's
know.
your orthodontist,
My sickle
Rory?
cell was acting up that day.
I
Nah,
know.
Star.
Right.
Nah.
Okay.
Star
Hey, yo,
report.
I'm out,
I was
yo.
going to meet Rory. I was going to pull up, but my sickle cell was acting up that day. That's what you would say with your punk ass. You a conscious rapper. Stick to, partying to the break of dawn, man. Don't act like something you not.
Guys, feel free to crash out. It's Saturday night. I got nothing to do. I got the nap in today. I'm in no rush.
Shake. Do the Running Man in the Harlem Shake to the break of dawn, man. That's best for you. Stay like that. You a good guy. You a nice guy. You one of them big guys who's a nice guy. You a big, nice guy. Everybody likes you. You a jolly, good, big, black giant. That's what you are. Be that. Play your role. Know your role. Stay in your lane, man. Be a nice, big, jolly black guy. Conscious rapper guy. Everybody likes that guy.
Left-handed, did you hang
Be
up?
that guy.
Is left-handed gone?
Nah, I'm right here, yo.
Be that guy.
I'm listening to your man,
Yeah,
yo.
be that guy.
Well, no. Hold on.
Be that guy.
Hold on.
That suits you.
No. Left-handed. Don't listen to my man. You called in. I'm not trying to amp up this situation, but don't call in to listen to him. Are we done? What are we doing?
I can't get a word in edgewise.
Okay, he's on hold. He's on hold.
Right?
You got the floor. He's on
All
hold.
right, so boom. I didn't call in here to really go at this dude because all he does is talk, right? He says his piece, he tries to be funny, this and that. He contradicts himself all the time. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to come on the line and he says all these niggas. So he puts everybody in the bubble. So I'm like, I'm calling him because I'm his kryptonite. I want to see what you gonna do. What's really on your mind? You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with me. Since we on that note, you can't fuck with me. So again, when you go see your orthodontist and you tell him that you need some plastic in your mouth because that wood ain't working for you, then come holler at your man. And then we can get it cracking. But besides all that, you ain't got nothing for me. You never did, you never will. And we'll leave it at that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So all you do is here try to be up here and be funny and be the racist that you are. That's cool. Stay in your bubble and do your thing. But I'm going to tell you one time and one time only. You will never, ever, ever, as long as you got potatoes in your life, you will never fuck with me on no type of level, yo. And I'm going to keep it at that.
Okay.
All right, and yo, Star, I'm gonna land my plane on that,
sir.
man, because I got
Salute.
no time for this
Salute.
shit.
Okay, man. Salute.
Peace.
Peace. All right.
The last time he did the worm or the Running Man was like 89 before he had that sickle cell attack on his left foot and shit got chopped off with his fat ass from Brooklyn. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Yeah, he can't even pop and lock no more. He's so fat now, he can't even pop and lock no more on the goddamn couch. They're gonna do a documentary on left-handed, the hip hop of left-handed, and he can't even pop and lock while he's sitting on the couch. Never mind his fat ass get up off the couch. Fuck out of here. Yo, Star, I'm out. I gotta go.
All right, salute. All right.
I gotta go.